Today on The Boot Guy, we're talking about the Wolverine Overman Nano Toe 6-inch. Wolverine has been trying to push that envelope when it comes to comfortable work boots now for close to 20 years. And every so often, they get a home run. Every so often, they have a dud. The Overman, it's not a dud. The Overman, they've put a lot of technology into a boot. And I mean real technology, like understanding like biomolecular composites and things like this. They've put this into a work boot. One of my main questions is, does a work boot really need it? Does a work boot need to have all these advanced materials? I mean, it's not going to last any longer. It isn't like it's an investment that you're going to invest a certain percentage of money into and the boot's going to last you. Like, there's not an expiration date on work boots. So why are they pushing that envelope so far? I guess the main reason is they just want you guys to be comfortable. And the Overman is a super comfortable boot. For a comp toe work boot, it is really comfortable. Now, there's a lot of boots out there that kind of have the same things going on, the same type of Goodyear welt. Well, Wolverine calls theirs a contour welt that has the same comp toe with the abrasion-resistant heel in the front. And there's a lot of similarities out on the market today. But what really separates Wolverine from everybody else is always the way they fit. Now, I've never had anybody complain about a pair of Wolverines not being comfortable. I mean, that's going back 15 years now, since the original DuraShock. Since DuraShock used a Hush Puppy bounce sole, I really have had nobody complain about Wolverines not being comfortable. So what's up with this NT Nanotech toe? It's a spider web pattern of little tiny cones of carbon fiber or something that's laid together to create a stronger, wider, and more comfortable toe. Well, it's a hard piece of plastic against your foot. That ain't ever really going to be super comfortable, but at least Wolverine's trying. So instead of just taking a classic steel toe or a classic composite toe and saying, well, we'll make it wider, we'll make it taller, and that'll make it more comfortable, Wolverine has really tried to expand it into the shape of the foot. And when you put a pair of these on, you can actually feel the difference between your regular comp toe boots and a pair of Overmans. Now in the Overman sole section, you're going to find these colored sections, and these are the energy return sections. The black sections are more like the agility sections, places that you know when you plant your foot down and that section makes contact, you're going to get a really good grip. The other ones are just mainly for walking and for moving and for carrying heavy objects that your feet don't feel the weight of the boot because it's constantly sending energy back up to your next step. Now, all of that sounds great on paper and when you read about it and whatnot, until you put a pair of these on and you try it out for yourself, that's the only way you're ever going to really believe in this boot. By adding that contour welt, and that contour welt is this section in here, it contours to the shape of the boot. You really do get a nice flexible boot. Yeah, it's waterproof. Of course it's waterproof. Why would anybody make a boot with this much going on and not make it waterproof? It's a treated waterproof. It's got a waterproof barrier. It's got all the bells and whistles when it comes to waterproof boots today. As you can see by the shape of the boot, it's got a real nice tight heel cup back there. So you're able to get this thing nice and tight. It can really go together around your ankle, around your socks. And if you're one of those guys who likes to tuck your pants into your boots, well, you'll be able to do it and get it nice and tight around there. So like I said, in order to understand just how comfortable these are, you gotta try these on. And the good thing is that Wolverine really makes them in a lot of different sizes and widths. They start at 7 and they go to 14. They make mediums and extra wides. The mediums are closer to a D width. They might push it to an E a little bit, but the extra wides really are a triple E, almost a 4E width. And just for comparison, this is a medium. Well, it's pretty nice. You can tell it's wider than normal. It doesn't go to a point. It's a good looking boot. Laces and eyelets, yeah, you know, of course it's nice. There's a lot going on in this boot. They're not going to skimp anywhere. But to point out the speed lace, and I gotta say, it is a pretty nice speed lace. It's more of a speed hook than a speed lace in a classic speed lace sense. It really does wrap around and it locks the lace in place. Now inside the Overman you're going to find the Ortholite insole, and it might resemble the old DuraShock insole, but it's nothing like it. It's just a soft piece of padding. Different colors might be one density harder or one density softer, but to the hand and to the foot, you really can't tell. It does, however, fit really nicely inside the boot, so there's no little crinks or crimps inside there. It fits and it molds to the inside of the shoe, so you're never going to feel an edge on this thing inside the Overman. Ripstop nylon at the collar with a little bit of this sweat-resistant, sweaty type material, this polyester that they line the whole boot with. That's pretty nice. It's like I said, they're trying to make a really comfortable boot, and that's what they're doing. They're adding the newest, most advanced materials to one shoe. So that's the Overman waterproof nano toe electrical hazard comp toe. If you've ever worn the Wolverine Overman, please comment below. Let guys know what you think of this new type of boot. It's really important that we comment on this because Wolverine's putting a lot of time and energy into making these boots extra comfortable. So not only would they appreciate it, and I would appreciate it, but the more feedback we can get on something like this could either end it, which means we don't have to see boots like this anymore and we can move on to the next thing, or if we really like it, they'll know and they'll keep making it and they'll keep on improving upon it. Hey, if you want to see some more detailed photos of the Overman, if you want to see the speed lace or the collar, or even the little independent pads on the soles, swing by TheBootGuy.com. There I'll have some detailed photos and I'll have a real nice slideshow of everything that's going on with this boot. Hey, if you're interested in picking a pair of these up, also swing by TheBootGuy.com. There I'll have a link for you. Please don't forget to hit my subscribe button. It really helps out. And if you should have any questions about sizing on the Wolverine boots, shoot me over an email. All right, until the next time, I'm the Boot Guy. Thanks a lot for watching.